Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. So when you learn to love yourself, you don't have you don't have to be afraid of choosing the wrong people. Because the truth is, once you love yourself, they don't get past a few conversations with you before you realize that, okay, there's too many red flags. This is too soon to be having too many red flags. It's time for me to move on. So it kind of like weeds itself out. And that goes for friends or anything that's not just a significant other. The thing I want to tell you is when you learn. Hold on, something just popped up. I don't know what that is, and we don't care. So what you learn when you start to love yourself is you learn that you learn that all of your problems, especially when it came to significant others type relationships, were kind of your fault. Whether you like to realize it or not, you kept reliving it over and over again. And I used to say to everybody, when they would come to me for advice, and this is why my friend AJ told me that I'm good at giving advice. I just suck at taking my own advice. Because I used to tell everybody, well, if all of your relationships are the same, the one common denominator is you. So you need to look, something's not right in you that you keep attracting and choosing these people. I think that when my mother passed, a lot of mine died with her. So I think that I held on. I don't think I really knew it when I was going through it. I think I had glimpses here and there over the years, but a lot of the problem came down to my mother was a very good manipulator. And if she couldn't get her way, she'd just create a big scene so then people would give her her way so then they didn't have to be embarrassed. As an adult, I shied away from anybody that acted like that because it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing as a kid. The last few years with my mother has turned out really well. She mellowed out a lot when she was older. There was a 4-year span that I didn't speak to her. That was a huge long story. I'm not going to go into that. It'll be in the book when the book comes out. But it was like when she passed, I knew that part of me that need to tolerate it. I knew it was gone. It went with her. I think in my brain, I think deep down that I had it in my head that if I could get somebody else that was similar in any way, shape, or form to my mother, if I could get somebody else that was like her to love me and to be a better person, then somehow that would justify everything that I went through with her. Really crazy thinking. And once I started on this journey to loving myself and my true authentic self, that's the hardest part to get through, is to really, really pull apart and look at yourself. Because you have to look at what you allowed. You may not have done horrible things to people. Maybe horrible things have happened to you. But you have to realize, and you have to come to acceptance and forgiveness for yourself for allowing it. And once you stop staying in that state of mind and you become your true authentic self and you truly love yourself, you're still gonna attract those type of people because they're attracted to your light. They're attracted to your energy. And that's okay. Because you can kind of see it like immediately. You don't have to have many conversations with the person. You can start to see who's good and who's not real quickly. You can see the red flags. There in the beginning, when you first, and that's how you know you love yourself, because all of a sudden you will notice that they will say something, and some reason in your brain it becomes on like this neon sign, this really loud, it's like louder than what they were saying, but their tone may have never changed. In your mind it did, because you now love yourself and your brain's going, wait a minute, red flag. One red flag, okay, you can justify maybe they're having an off day or whatever. You get 2 red flags, I'm out. I got no time for it anymore. I'm getting too old and I'm not tolerating it. I don't do the whole manipulation or any of that. And when I see that, I walk away. I don't end the friendship. I don't be rude or mean about it. They're at arm's length. They're not in my personal space anymore. I don't share a lot of personal things with them. It makes life a lot nicer. A lot nicer. You wake up in the morning happy. You look forward to your day. Myron, enough. So when you get to loving yourself, you truly enjoy your life. Myron, enough. Have some water. Sorry, my old dog, he's at his life expectancy. He's crazy. He likes to either whine or pant to get me to give him what he wants when he wants it, but it's not happening right now. I really want to just discuss with you about no is a solid statement. I'm going to repeat myself an awful lot on a lot of stuff. And the reason that that's going to happen is because I just want you to remember it. And the more it's said to you, the more it'll become second nature in your brain. So if you're heading somewhere and you're making a great life for yourself and you're pursuing your dreams, and the people around you, family, friends, acquaintances, significant others, whatever, try to tell you that it's stupid, that it can't be done, they laugh at you like you're a joke, those people don't want the best for you. And the truth is, and I don't care who likes this or doesn't, but if somebody loves you and cares about you, they want to see you happy and succeed. If they claim to love you and care about you and they don't, be happy when you are doing something great and they don't support you on it and they're not behind you and cheering you on. It doesn't matter if you fail. I mean, hell, the only way you can succeed is you've got to fail. And if you're terrified to fail, then you're never going to succeed at anything. You literally have to go out and fail. That's how you learn. And the people who are trying to tell you, laugh in your face, or tell you you're stupid or that it's silly or whatever, are telling you it because they're jealous. They're jealous that they don't have the guts to do what you're doing. It may not be that they want to do exactly what you're doing, but they don't even have the guts to do it. If somebody were to tell them that it was stupid or it was silly or laughed at them, they'd shut it down out of embarrassment. But why? Because they don't love themselves. They don't love themselves. When you love yourself, you don't need external validation at all. You need absolutely nobody to give you external validation. Nobody. You don't need it. You know who you are. You know what your worth is. And people are very, very jealous of you when you start to learn to love yourself and you become your true, authentic self. You'll really see who your real supporters are. Family, friends, significant others, whatever it is. You'll really be able to see who these people are that have your back and that want to see you succeed, because they're going to be happy for you. They're going to be encouraging about it. And the more you move along, they're going to want to celebrate it with you. Now, those people who claimed to love you and care about you, which they couldn't because they don't have love in themselves, so they can't give something they don't have. Well, they really don't love you or care for you because they just want to keep you where they're at. They don't want to see you succeed because then they might have to succeed and they don't want to have to do that. Those people, once you get to a certain point, in loving yourself and your true authentic self, and you start to rise and glow and become this beautiful beacon of energy, those people, those naysayers, are literally going to come back expecting that they're going to get a piece of it. And they're going to tell you stories. They're going to talk to you about how sorry they are for what they did and how they didn't support you then, and how, you know, you've helped their life by things you've said to them over the years, and you know, this and that. They're just sucking up, trying to get a piece of your win. You owe them nothing. The thing is the reason you don't owe them anything, no matter what, is because if they want the win like you have, all they got to do is do the work to love themselves and become their true authentic self. That's all they have to do. And then they can be exactly where you're at. But they don't want to. They're lazy and they're weak. They could never look in that mirror and really tell themselves the hard truth. Because the hard truth is, majority of your relationships are crap. It's your fault. You don't have boundaries in place, and you don't love yourself. And once you do those two things, the world becomes a lot easier. You're still going to attract those people. You're just going to see them right away, like immediately. They're not going to be able to get away with anything. And you're going to be able to back away. You don't have to be mean about it or even say anything about it. Just back away. Not somebody that I'm going to socialize on a regular basis with anymore. They'll get the hint. If they don't, you may have to say something. I haven't come across yet where I've had to say something yet. If I do, I will definitely be sharing it with you guys. But I haven't come across that. It's kind of like, because I didn't leave the door open, they just kind of stayed away. Myron, enough, buddy. He wants his dinner. But it's not time yet. Anyways. I just wanted to get this quick video out there for you guys to talk about your true authentic self and loving yourself. If you have any questions or anything else, please feel free to give me a call. I've received a couple of calls on the number that I have, but if you're calling early in the morning, I work from like 10:30 to 8:30. During the day. So I don't even get out of bed until 8 or 9 in the morning. I am up late. I'm usually up anywhere between 12 and 2. So late night is okay. But if you call too early in the morning, I'm not even going to hear it. I'm out. I sleep beautifully now since I started on this true authentic self and loving myself. Anyways, have a great night. Stay tuned because I've got more coming. And we'll be picking up speed on more frequent videos here shortly. So have a nice night, guys. See you later.